If a man who already has a girlfriend or is married starts pursuing you, hear this clearly. He's not doing it out of love. And no, it's not because his partner doesn't understand him anymore, or because he's never felt this way with anyone else, or because you are so unique and different. Those words might sound beautiful. They might make you feel special, even chosen, but they're not the whole truth. The truth is this. When a man steps outside of his relationship to seek you out, he's not thinking about you, he's thinking about himself. He's acting on impulse, desire, boredom, or a need to feel important again. But he's not offering you anything real, anything honest, or anything lasting. He doesn't want to build a life with you. He wants to escape the one he's already in. And you deserve to know that from the very beginning before you give him your time, your energy, your body, or your heart. Don't fool yourself. It's not that you're not good enough for him to leave his partner. It's that he doesn't have the courage to act with integrity. And ask yourself, if he can't make the right choices in his own life, what makes you believe he'll suddenly do the right thing with you? Listen to me like I'm your brother, your friend. Someone who doesn't want to see you fall into a game where, in the end, you lose the most. Because no, he's not looking for you out of love. He's looking for you out of ego. Remember this. If a man approaches you while he's still in a relationship, it's not because he's found his soulmate. It's not because he's had some sudden epiphany about who he truly belongs with. In most cases, what he's really seeking is validation. He wants to feel desirable again, important again, not because of who you are, but because of what he lacks. And instead of facing his own emptiness, instead of doing the hard work of fixing what's broken within himself, he looks outward. And that's where you come in. You see, it feels good for him to know that someone else still finds him attractive. That even in a committed relationship, he still can. That gives him a rush power, control. But the truth is, you're not being chosen. You're being used. Used to quiet his dissatisfaction. Used to distract him from the mirror he refuses to look into. And here's the hardest part to accept. In most cases, it's not even about you. It could have been any other woman who was kind enough, open enough, available enough to fill the void. And I don't say that to make you feel small. I say it so you don't romanticize something that was never meant to be real. Because a man who truly loves doesn't gamble with what matters to him. He doesn't put your heart or anyone else's on the line for a temporary escape. So please, don't let yourself be the bandage for someone else's unhealed wounds. You deserve more than to be someone's emotional crutch or secret distraction. You deserve truth, commitment, and love that stands in the light, not love that hides in the shadows. If he's putting you in the position of being a secret, an affair, a hidden part of his life, understand this. He's not protecting you. He's protecting himself, his comfort, his image, his double life. But you, he's not protecting you at all. So if he's seeking you out while still tied to someone else, don't let yourself fall for the illusion that this is some kind of passionate, forbidden love. It's not. It's a story of ego, of immaturity, of a man who wants to have everything without risking anything. You are not here to be someone's backup plan. Don't confuse passion with love. Don't confuse desire with commitment. And don't mistake a 2 a.m. message for a real place in someone's life. You are worth more than being a patch for someone else's emotional emptiness. Maybe you've already heard the classic lines. My relationship is over. We're only together for the kids. We sleep in separate beds. You're different. With you, I feel alive. And yes, those words might sound sweet. They might give you hope, the hope that you're his escape, his new beginning, the person he's been waiting for. But you need to hear this not because it's easy, but because it's true. He's not going to leave her. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, and most likely, never. When the man truly wants to be with you, he doesn't show it with promises, he shows it with decisions. If his relationship were really that broken, he would have ended it before dragging you into it. Because a brave man faces the truth. A decent man doesn't live two lives. And the man who truly loves you doesn't bring you into chaos. He protects you from it. But this kind of man, the one who says, I'm about to leave her, he stays in that place for months, sometimes years. Do you know why? Because he doesn't want to lose what he already has. His home, his routine, his comfort, his reputation. What he wants is to keep his stable life while using you for emotional or physical escape. He doesn't want change. He wants convenience, and you become stuck because every time you try to pull away, he reels you back in with the same familiar lines. Just give me more time. Now's not the right moment. I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm waiting for the right time. But that moment never comes. He never ends anything. He never truly chooses you. Meanwhile, you are left waiting, dreaming, hoping, trusting that one day his words will turn into action. But let me tell you the truth. If he hasn't left his partner by now, it's not because he can't. It's because he doesn't want to. Because you are not his priority. You are his escape, a hidden chapter in his life that only opens when it suits him. And yes, maybe he treats you kindly. Maybe he listens to you. Maybe he says he loves you. But if all that love never comes with real action, with real commitment, then it's just smoke. Because love isn't just whispered in the dark. Love is shown in the light. Love is bravery. Love is consistency. Love is someone choosing you fully, openly, completely. So ask yourself something very simple. Who does he wake up next to every morning? Who gets his weekends, his holidays, his family gatherings, his public life, his respect? And if that person isn't you, then you're not his priority. You're a secret he hides, a promise he has no intention of keeping. Don't become the woman who waits, who justifies, who settles. You deserve a love that doesn't have to be split between two lives, a love that is whole, free, and fearless. And that is not what he's giving you. He will give you pieces. He will give you crumbs. But you deserve the whole damn meal. Look, if he already has a partner and is still pursuing you, hear this loud and clear. You will never be his priority. No matter what he says, no matter how many promises he makes, the reality, you will always receive what's left over, the crumbs. He'll see you when he can, not when you need him. He'll call when he feels like it, not when you're waiting. He'll message you quietly, cautiously, always watching his back, always making sure he doesn't get caught. And when you confront him, he won't give you clarity. He'll give you excuses. I have the kids today. She's sick. Work was crazy. I couldn't text. I was with her all day. And you, instead of a real explanation, you get guilt disguised as concern. Why are you upset? You know how hard this is for me. I'm struggling too. Don't pressure me. This isn't easy. Do you see what's happening? You become the understanding one, the one who waits, the one who adapts, the one who justifies everything for him. And he lives comfortably with the best of both worlds. Don't forget, he already has a life. He has a home, a partner, a routine. He has someone to come home to, someone to take care of him when he's sick. He has daily companionship, emotional support, financial stability. And on top of all that, he has you when he wants, when it's convenient. But you are mostly alone, waiting, hoping, checking your phone, believing that maybe this time it'll be different. But it won't be. What you're getting isn't love. It's a moment, a late night message, a stolen hour, a whisper in the dark that never makes it into the light. I miss you. He says it, but it's never followed by action. That's not love. That's emotional consumption. He consumes you when it suits him, when he's lonely, when he's frustrated, when he wants to feel desired. And then he disappears. He vanishes into silence, into excuses, into distance. and you're left wondering what you did wrong. But listen carefully. You did nothing wrong. He simply was never available to give you more because he never planned to. From the very beginning, what he offered were scraps. What he could hide, what wouldn't cost him anything real. And you deserve so much more than that. You deserve someone who texts without fear, who calls at any hour not just when it's safe, who sees you in daylight, not just in the shadows. You deserve someone who gives you their whole self, not the leftover pieces of a double life. Because if you accept crumbs, how can you ever expect to be served the whole meal? Men who give little do so because they know some women will settle for it. But you weren't born to settle. You were born to be loved out loud, with consistency, with commitment, with courage. He's not choosing you. And here comes one of the hardest and most necessary truths to accept. If a man truly wants you, he doesn't hide you. He doesn't keep you a secret. He doesn't limit your presence to hours when no one else is watching. He doesn't only reach out when it's convenient. A man who chooses you, truly chooses you, places you in his life with pride, not with excuses. But if he's chasing you while still with another woman, then he's not choosing you. He's choosing himself. He's choosing his comfort. He's choosing to have everything without risking anything. And you, no matter what he says, are not being chosen. You're being used. I know that's hard to hear. I know he'll never admit it. In fact, he'll probably say the opposite. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. With you, I feel alive. I've never felt this way before. And you want to believe him because your feelings are real. But feelings alone don't build a life. Actions do. So if his love only lives in the shadows, only thrives in secrecy, only survives in your patience, then it's not love. It's selfishness dressed up as affection. And you deserve a love that shows up in the daylight, not one that hides behind excuses and broken promises. Don't settle for crumbs. You were never meant for that. Because he seems excited, there's connection, chemistry, desire. But what about the facts? Where are the real decisions? Where is the action that backs up those words? Where is the breakup that never happens? Where are the plans with you that never go beyond secret conversations? Words without actions? They're just emotional seduction. And when the man says he loves you but keeps living with another woman, keeps sleeping with her, keeps sharing his life with her, he's not choosing you. He's using you to fill a void, to feel desired, to escape from what he doesn't have the courage to face. But that's not love. That's selfishness. And here's something important. Love doesn't hurt by definition. Love shouldn't confuse you. Love shouldn't keep you waiting. Love shouldn't make you feel guilty. Love shouldn't turn you into a second option. True love chooses you clearly, not ambiguously. It gives you peace, not anxiety. It offers certainty, not empty promises. It gives you a place, not excuses. So, if you're with someone who can't leave his partner but says he loves you, ask yourself honestly, is he really choosing me? Or am I just filling the space his partner no longer does? Am I receiving love or just filling a void? Because when someone truly chooses you, they do it completely, with their time, their presence, their commitment, their actions, and most of all, their consistency. Don't accept being anyone's secret. Don't accept being the hidden chapter in someone's story, just because they don't have the courage to end the previous one. You are not a pause, not an escape, not a consolation. You are a woman who deserves to be fully chosen, not halfway. And if he's not capable of that, the problem isn't that you're not enough. The problem is that he doesn't have the capacity to love the way you deserve. And what do you deserve? Now, I want you to stop thinking about him and start thinking about yourself. Not about what he says he's going to do. Not about the promises you're still waiting for. You deserve so much more than crumbs. You deserve someone who texts you without fear, who calls you at any hour, who sees you in broad daylight, not in secret. You deserve someone who gives you their full time, not just leftovers from their schedule. You deserve to be a priority, not an escape. Because if you accept crumbs, how can you ever expect to be served the whole meal? Men who give little do so because they know some woman will settle for it. But you weren't born to settle. You were born to be loved out loud, with consistency, with commitment, and with truth. He's not choosing you. Listen closely, because this is one of the hardest and most necessary truths. If a man truly wants you, he doesn't hide you. He doesn't keep you in the shadows. He doesn't keep you a secret. He doesn't limit you to hours when no one else can see you. He shows you off. He protects you. He chooses you through his actions, not just sweet words. A man who really chooses you places you in his life with pride, not excuses. But if he's chasing you while still with another woman, he is not choosing you. He's choosing himself. He's choosing his comfort. He's choosing to have everything without losing anything. And you, even if he says otherwise, are not the chosen one. You are being used. I know that's harsh. I know he'll probably never admit it. In fact, he may say the exact opposite. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. With you, I feel alive. I've never felt this way with anyone. And you want to believe him because you feel it. Because you see the excitement, the connection, the chemistry, the desire. But what about the facts? Where are the real decisions? Where is the action to back up those words? Where is the breakup that never comes? Where are the plans with you that never go beyond hidden conversations? Words without actions? They're just emotional seduction. If he says he loves you but continues to live with another woman, to sleep with her, to share his life with her, he is not choosing you. He's using you to fill a void, to feel desired, to escape what he doesn't have the courage to face. But that's not love. That's selfishness. Here's something important. Love does not hurt by nature. Love shouldn't confuse you. It shouldn't keep you waiting. It shouldn't make you feel guilty. And it certainly shouldn't make you the second option. True love chooses you with clarity, not ambiguity. It brings peace, not anxiety. It offers certainty, not empty promises. It gives you a place, not excuses. So, if you're with someone who can't leave their partner but tells you loves you, ask yourself honestly, is he really choosing me? Or is he just using me so he doesn't feel alone? Am I receiving love or just filling a space his partner no longer does? Because when someone truly chooses you, they do it with everything. Their time, their presence, their commitment, their actions, and above all, their consistency. Don't accept being anyone's secret. Don't accept being the hidden chapter in the story of someone who doesn't have the courage to close the previous one. You are not a pause. You are not an escape. You are not a consolation. You are a woman who deserves to be fully chosen, not halfway. And if he's not capable of that, the problem is not that you're not enough. The problem is that he doesn't have the capacity to love the way you deserve. Now, I want you to stop thinking about him and start thinking about yourself, not about what he says he'll do, not about the promises you're still waiting for. Ask yourself honestly, with your heart in your hands, what do I deserve? Do I really deserve to be the other woman? To live in someone else's shadow? To be loved only in bits, in silence, in secrecy, wrapped in guilt? To wait for his time like a backup plan? To hide my love, suppress my emotions, live caught between illusion and uncertainty? You don't. You weren't born to be someone's hiding place. You're not here to endure lovelessness disguised as passion. You're not here to justify someone who lacks the courage to choose you through action. You deserve complete love. Love that doesn't have to be hidden. Love that doesn't make you feel like an intruder. Love that doesn't make you a partner in another woman's pain. Love that doesn't make you compete for a place that should already be yours. if you truly were his priority. You deserve a man who's not afraid to start over with you, who doesn't need to live two lives to feel fulfilled, who looks you in the eye and says, without hesitation, I choose you, no one else. And not just with words, with time, presence, real commitment, firm decisions. You deserve to wake up on a Sunday morning without wondering if you'll see him, to have your phone ring in the middle of the day, not just secret messages in the dead of night. You deserve to walk hand in hand with someone without guilt or fear, to talk about him with pride, not hide him like a shameful secret. You deserve to build something from love, not absence, from truth, not lies, from freedom, not dependency. And yes, it might hurt at first to let go. It might be hard to accept that he'll never give you what you're hoping for. But here's another truth. Sometimes letting go of the one who doesn't choose you is the first step toward finally choosing yourself. And trust me, when you truly choose yourself, you stop accepting crumbs. You walk away from half love. You become stronger, freer, more dignified, more of who you've always been. You are not the other woman. You are not the secret. You are not the escape. You are the woman who can have it all. You just have to remember who you are and stop settling for someone who can't love you the way you deserve. As a man, I say this clearly. If he already has a partner and is still pursuing you, it's not out of love. You are not the one, not the special one, not the love of his life. What's behind his messages, his secret meetings, his endless promises is not love. It's cowardice. It's wounded ego. It's emotional convenience. Because true love requires courage. And if he had courage, he wouldn't put you in this position. He would end what needs to be ended. He would clear his life and offer you something dignified, clear, and free. But he doesn't because he's comfortable. He already has everything in place. He just wants more. And that more is you. You are worth so much more than being someone's shadow, more than a space on someone else's calendar, more than stolen kisses and fearful calls. You weren't born to share anyone, nor to live wondering when you'll finally be chosen. Walk away, not because you're not good enough, not because there's no chemistry, but because you love yourself enough not to accept less than you deserve, because you know your worth. And anyone who's not ready to give you the place you deserve simply doesn't deserve to be in your life.